Welcome to English Leap Podcast.
Your journey from beginner to fluent. Hey everyone, welcome back to Beginner to Fluent, the English podcast. I'm Alex and I'm so happy you are here. Where are you listening from right now? Maybe you are lying on your bed ready to sleep. Maybe you are taking a short break at work. Or maybe you're sitting in a coffee shop yourself, sipping your favorite drink. Wherever you are, thank you for choosing to spend this moment with us. Today, we are diving into something fun, relaxed, and real life. English at the coffee shop, ordering drinks, small talk with baristas, and just the whole coffee shop experience. All right, let's get started. So Sarah, I have to admit, coffee shops are one of my favorite places. I go not just for the coffee, but for the atmosphere.
Same here, Alex. There is something about the smell of coffee, the sound of people chatting, and the background music. It feels cozy and alive at the same time.
Exactly. And honestly, for English learners, coffee shops are perfect practice grounds. You don't need a long conversation, just a few exchanges with the barista can make your day.
Yes, and it feels rewarding. Even just saying hello, ordering a drink, and hearing, "Have a nice day" back gives you confidence.
Do you remember your first time ordering in English at a coffee shop?
Oh yes, I was so nervous. My hands were actually shaking. I wanted a latte, but I was so worried I would say it wrong.
I think everyone's had that moment. You stand in line rehearsing in your head what you will say. Then when it's your turn, the words just vanish.
Exactly. And the barista is waiting. People behind you are waiting. The pressure is real.
But then once you say it, you realize, oh, that was not so bad.
Yes, and most baristas are friendly. They don't expect you to be perfect. They just want to know your order.
True. And sometimes they even help. Like if you are unsure about sizes or drinks, they will explain.
I love that. A small moment of kindness can make the whole experience less scary.
Let's talk about small talk with baristas, because sometimes they ask, "How's your day going?" and people freeze.
Yes, but it's usually just a friendly question. You don't need to share your life story.
Right, a simple, "Good, thanks" is fine. Or even better, returning the question, "How about you?"
Exactly. And sometimes that tiny exchange makes you feel connected. Like you are not just a customer, you are part of a little community.
I know people who go to the same coffee shop every morning, and the barista remembers their name and order.
Yes, that's such a nice feeling. It's like having a little routine, a little friendship.
You know what I love? The names on cups. Sometimes baristas write your name, and sometimes they get it hilariously wrong.
Oh yes, my name once came out as Sarah with like 4 A's.
I once got Alex with a KS at the end. I kept the cup because it was so funny.
That's the thing. Even small mistakes like that create funny stories you remember.
And for learners, it's a reminder. It's okay if people don't understand perfectly at first. Communication is not about perfection, it's about connection.
Another thing about coffee shops is the variety. The menus can be overwhelming, especially if English is not your first language.
Oh yes, words like macchiato, frappuccino, cold brew, it's a lot.
But honestly, you don't need to know everything. You can just ask, "What's this drink?" And baristas usually explain.
That's a great point. Asking questions is part of learning, and coffee shops are a safe space to do it.
Yes, and it shows curiosity, which people appreciate.
Do you ever just sit in a coffee shop? Not for coffee, but just to listen to people around you?
All the time. It's one of the best ways to practice listening in English. People order, chat, laugh, and you catch real-life phrases.
Exactly. Coffee shops are like mini English classrooms, but the tuition is just the price of one coffee.
That's true, and the lesson comes with caffeine.
Best deal ever.
I think what's special about coffee shops is they are not just about drinks. They are about moments. A first date, a job interview, studying for exams, catching up with a friend.
Yes, so many life moments happen there. And in English, those moments become practice too.
Right? You are not just learning English, you are living in it.
I remember once I sat in a cafe in London and just listened. A group of friends were laughing, a student was practicing lines for a play, someone was ordering cake. It felt like English all around me, alive.
That's beautiful. And that's the magic. English is not just in classrooms or textbooks. It's in coffee shops, parks, streets, everywhere.
Exactly. And learners should see that every small interaction, even buying coffee, is a chance to grow.
You know what I hope? That after listening to this episode, someone will actually walk into a coffee shop, order their drink, maybe smile at the barista, and feel proud.
Yes, that's the goal. Not just understanding English, but using it in the real world.
Because English is not about passing a test. It's about living, connecting, and enjoying moments.
And a coffee shop is one of the best places to start. You know, Sarah, I think coffee shops are more than just a place to drink coffee. They are like little theaters of life.
Oh, I love that, Alex. Theaters of life. That's so true. You see people rushing in with laptops, friends catching up, couples on first dates, someone sitting alone with a book. Every table tells a story.
Yes, and I always wondered, what are they talking about? What chapter are they writing in their lives?
I had one of those moments. I was sitting in a coffee shop once, and I noticed this young guy nervously adjusting his tie. A few minutes later, a woman walked in. Clearly a first date. You could feel his heart racing across the room.
Oh, I have seen that. First date energy in a coffee shop is so real. You are pretending to be relaxed, but inside your coffee cup is shaking.
Exactly. And coffee shops are perfect for dates. Not too formal, not too casual. If the date goes well, you stay for another drink. If not, you can politely leave after one cappuccino.
That's genius. The coffee shop is the most forgiving date spot.
And it's also a study spot. I remember spending hours in a cafe before my exams, books spread out, headphones in, refilling my cup just to justify sitting there longer.
Yes, coffee shops are like unofficial libraries, but the background noise actually helps you focus sometimes.
Right, that soft hum of voices, the clinking of cups, music in the background. It's like white noise that makes studying less lonely.
And sometimes you meet people too. I once struck up a conversation with someone sitting at the next table, and we ended up studying together.
See, that's the beauty. Coffee shops bring strangers together.
Do you ever notice how coffee shops reflect the culture of a city?
Yes. In Italy, for example, people stand at the bar for a quick espresso. Fast, direct. In the US, people walk around with giant cups, like coffee is a portable friend.
And in the UK, it's a bit of both. People love their tea too, but coffee culture is strong. You see lots of cozy cafes where people just sit for hours. And
I love that cultural mix. Coffee is not just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
Exactly. And when you travel, going into a coffee shop is one of the best ways to feel the rhythm of the place.
Can I share a funny story?
Of course.
So once I went to a cafe in New York. I was tired, jet-lagged, and I just wanted a simple coffee. But the menu had like 25 different options. I froze. Finally, I said, just coffee? And the barista said, hot, cold, size, milk, roast. I felt like I was taking an exam.
Yes, ordering in New York is like a performance. You have to know exactly what you want before it's your turn.
Exactly. And the line was long. People behind me were impatient. It was terrifying.
But also kind of funny after, right?
Yes, looking back, it's hilarious. In the moment, though, pure panic.
I think every English learner, actually every traveler, has had that moment. You know what else I love? Coffee shop playlists.
Oh, yes, the music is always interesting. Sometimes it's soft jazz, sometimes indie folk, sometimes just random hits.
And sometimes you discover a song you love just because you were sitting in a cafe.
Exactly. That song becomes tied to the memory of the place.
I once heard this acoustic track in a cafe in Paris, and to this day, whenever I hear it, I'm back there sipping espresso, looking out the window at the rain.
That's beautiful. Music plus coffee equals memory. Have you noticed, Alex, that coffee shops also make people talk slower?
What do you mean?
Like when you are in a coffee shop with a friend, conversations feel deeper. Maybe it's the warm drink, maybe it's the atmosphere, but people open up more.
Oh, I completely agree. Something about that cozy environment makes people share real thoughts.
Yes, I have had some of my most meaningful conversations in cafes. Dreams, fears, big life decisions. Somehow the coffee shop feels like a safe space.
That's true. A coffee cup in your hands almost feels like protection. Do you ever people watch in cafes?
Always. It's the best. Writers, students, business meetings, tourists. You see the whole world pass through.
Yes, I once saw a man giving a presentation on his laptop to someone over coffee. Full PowerPoint slides in a cafe.
That's dedication.
And once I saw a little kid order his own hot chocolate. The barista bent down and said, "What would you like?" And he whispered, "Hot chocolate, please." It was the cutest thing ever.
Oh, that melts my heart. First tiny steps of independence.
Exactly. Coffee shops are full of those little moments.
And you know, Alex, sometimes it's not even about the coffee, it's about belonging. Having your spot, your usual cafe where they recognize you.
Yes, that sense of routine. You walk in, and before you even say anything, the barista says, "The usual?" That's magic.
It makes a city feel like home.
And that's why I think coffee shops are more than just shops. They are part of people's lives, their stories, their practice grounds, even for English.
Absolutely. Coffee shops are little classrooms, little living rooms, little meeting spaces, all in one.
You hear that? That's the sound I always imagine when I think of a coffee shop.
Yes, and maybe someone listening right now is actually in a cafe, smiling because it feels familiar.
If you are, I hope your coffee is warm, your heart is lighter, and you are enjoying this moment with us. Wow, Sarah, I feel like we've just lived a whole journey inside a coffee shop today. From ordering drinks to people watching to those little life stories that happen between sips.
Yes, Alex. And what I love is that it's not just about coffee, it's about connection. Coffee shops teach us how to slow down, notice the small things, and sometimes even find courage to speak.
Exactly. And for everyone listening, maybe your English grows in the classroom, but do not forget, it also grows in places like this, in real life, with real conversations. Sometimes all it takes is saying hi to the barista or smiling at the person next to you.
That's so true. And maybe next time you sit in a cafe, you will remember this talk and feel just a little braver.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Beginner to Fluent, the English podcast. If you enjoyed this, share it with a friend and don't forget to subscribe. More conversations like this are coming your way.
Thanks for watching.
What do you learn from our conversation?
Tell us in the comments section.